Okay, and look at some updates today. Let's see, where should we go first? There is a bunch of new beacons that have been supplied by the Wither farm that Vanilla Dip made. He's single-handedly brought us into this decade. And he decided to drop the 4 of them in the middle of the 2 Prudential building. They shoot from the base of this all the way up to the top of this sizable tower. That was pretty cool. He also added, and it's not finished as you can see, some construction here. This is an area to capture and hold the warden. So we got a warden, lured him back to this capture area that's decked out in some blue lights. Very, very cool looking. Vanilla Dip did all of this. Dude's amazing. This is a super long tunnel that goes out to where he captured the warden. Goes really far away. And it pushes him towards this area. Now this is what I don't know if this is a bug in the warden or what, but he gets distracted by those pistons running in a loop and will get trapped on them, and so you can sort of keep them there. Yeah. Anyways, I'll cover this in more detail with Vanilla Dip when we catch the next one, because we killed the one that we had down here. The interesting thing was that if it focused on you, and I've never seen or dealt with the warden before, but he'd concentrate on you and everything goes dark and then light and then dark and then light, and then he like shoots at you with this railgun thing. And then you can come up here and be walking the street in the city, and he's shooting at you still through the ground. He was shooting at me through the street here. Pretty amazing. But so we killed him, kind of because we had to. We'll have another one, and I'll redo that area. This is going really well. This thing is producing so much iron that I'm contemplating building an entire building out of it, like a pencil tower that's 40 stories tall or something. It's still filling these indexed columns full of iron. I've got this one's completely full. I think there's 19 or 20 boxes going straight down. The original non-indexed column, I thought the daisy chain there would last forever. Those are all full. Those are all full of iron. And now it's on the third box of this column. When it's done filling up this column, and I've shown the iron machine many times. If you're watching and you haven't seen it, it's a cool video. There's 4 iron machines stacked on top of each other in this tower, and they dump their iron down these pipes into these collection areas. But yeah, this is like, I don't know, an 1/8 full in this column. When this column's full, I'm going to divert through a new pipeline that leads to the depot. But this is a little reminder. I'll switch the feed from this pipe to this pipe, which goes across to the Blue Cross building and fills up the iron boxes in the depot. Just thought it would be a cool thing to have a centralized place in the city where the machines are dumping material instead of having collection areas in each of the buildings. So that's going on. Oh, there's another in the spirit of that. Let's see. Yeah. So this is a charcoal manufacturing thing here that you have to manually fill with logs at the top and planks at the side, and then it burns out charcoal. We needed to do something very similar for the glass machine. So the glass machine also has a charcoal manufacturing thing inside the depot, and will continuously feed those boxes that cook the pigs up top there. Again, there's videos on the food building. There's videos on all of this stuff if you're interested. But this is the food building, and the charcoal was manufactured here originally to make sure that we were always able to run the pig cooker. So what we have is halfway up this building, we flood a room full of pigs, and we drop 400 or 600 at a time down here to their death, and they die on those blocks there and get cooked. And anyways, so in order to keep that going, we can just put logs and planks over there in the Blue Cross building. Now I had to hide this pipeline, and maybe I'll put this underground. I don't know how I'm going to do it because it has to be at a certain elevation in order to feed what's going on over there. I've recently learned how to elevate items with decent amount of reliability, so that means this may get stuck under the river. You can see I tried to conceal as much of it as I could with some stonework and building this little tunnel over the bridge, but some of it's still exposed and I don't like it. Anyways, so that machine that feeds that is up here. Again, this is all survival. We don't build anything in creative. We can observe in creative. That's like the server rules, but we don't build in creative. Yeah, so this is where the logs and the planks go now to make all the charcoal into these boxes, and then it drops the charcoal down into the glass machine below. But the excess charcoal, once the glass machine is full, hits this overfill pipe and goes all the way down to where you saw it going into the food building. Just basically making one place to manufacture the coal to supply the two machines that need it the most. As part of this effort of making the Blue Cross building here more centralized and to eliminate the need for trips and stuff to other places and moving materials constantly, the gunpowder or mob farm did go underground, and I'll show you what that looks like. So there's videos on this as well. So these are two towers that go way up to like level 200 and something up there. And basically it's just a piston shover. As soon as mobs spawn up there, shoves them off to their death. They fall on those things and it collects all their goodies. It takes the goodies and puts them down in this collection area. Now I have not built a sorter, so I've just been sorting it myself. So if I get a stack of gunpowder, which is really what I'm after with this machine, because we use gunpowder for excavation. Just give you an idea. I can throw it into this tube, just the gunpowder, and what it does is it goes down that little waterway towards the depot and hits an elevator that I built. Of course, all the scrap with the flesh and the garbage goes into the fire pit, but I was going to look at a redstone collection or sorting method that would eliminate that step. But rather than muling boxes and boxes of gunpowder over that little water collection thing, carries it over to the Blue Cross building here to be collected, and this little series of droppers. This is probably something I should have figured out a long time ago. This is just a counter, or I should say a loop. So it's just two hoppers passing back and forth a torch, and it lights this loop to constantly check and see if there's something in here. If there's something in here, like that stack you saw me throw it in the other side, the river comes in this direction, that little river flood, and hits the dropper over there and sticks it into this base unit, or hoppers over there. And this is the dropper. This base unit, if this little thing detects that something's in there, which it's constantly attempting to detect, it'll throw a switch down here and reverse this and allow the clock to run the loop and to pump everything up to the next dropper. And then, of course, this is all powered by a red torch every other block going up the side of the line of droppers. What this will do is feed boom, 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 one after the other as you fire in this loop every time it detects something in the box next to it. Anyways, you can see it comes up from the basement collection area of the Blue Cross building, and it dumps all of the gunpowder into a place where it can be collected here in the Blue Cross building. So, no, that's not the bottom. Let's see, where's the bottom? So you can see where it's being gathered. Again, just an effort to, and we just built this, that's why there's not quite a double box, but that pipeline connects us to the mob farm and gives us, again, one place to collect everything. So the iron will be coming in here, the glass is coming in from above here, gunpowder is coming in from over there, and it's exporting charcoal to the food building. The iron that comes into the building is using the same elevator system. So the iron building that we were in over there has an underground pipe that connects to the same kind of machine that elevates the items up the top and will fill up this collection area of iron. Now, beyond that, there's some new towers in the city. Let's see. Most of them, I think, are, well, I'm getting hungers. I'll go into creative so you can see without having to watch every little. Oh. Okay, so we built the Adler Planetarium. I think the last time I did a video, this wasn't finished, but it went with a copper dome, which turned a cool green once it was finished. It needs to be lit more, but it looks pretty cool. It's pretty true to the real one. Let's see what else. Oh, lots of excavation. I mean, look at all this. Not only is it flat, but it's all been grassed in. Huge, huge lots that are ready to be constructed on. That one there. There's a lot there. There's this new road going in. This road is just super long. It's not done yet, of course, but nothing's ever done in here. It goes by the old Trump building. And it runs through this building, which is a new tower. I should say twin tower. This is a real building in Chicago. And I decided to put one tower on each side of this river area, while not obstructing the flow of boats. As people come through here in boats, they can still get through, even though there's a building on top of it. You can see the support towers go down to the ground. So you can still come through in boats on the water level. The street level has, yeah, this is sort of the north-south thoroughfare coming from the city over there. Continues on and goes right through this building here. Now this is of course not happening in the real city of Chicago, but I just thought it'd be a cool challenge to make a centralized connection point on the far side of the city, and then of course it elevates the highway here over the bridge for the east-west. And even though this building is huge, it is not obstructing foot traffic, boat traffic, or anything. And it's quite a cool looking tower, I think. Towers. Let's see. Now this one is a series of buildings that my 4-year-old daughter made that will get covered with a giant warehouse. It's going to be a warehouse that's orangish in color, that looks like one of the rail yards in Chicago. I might do it in granite. And I'll cover up this fun play area for my little girl, so that it does. These are her traps, by the way. The light will scare the monsters, and the monsters will fall into the lava. Flawless. Makes sense to her. So, anyways, I'll cover this fun area with a nice looking warehouse, and you'll be able to see what's going on in here. This is also new and unfinished. I forget the name of it. I like the look of it. I sort of put it in the classic tower area. I should say more ornate turn of the century area. While it continues on modern in that direction, this area I'm going to try to keep for more turn of the century buildings. These, again, another real structure from the city. I like these more ornate things. They're more challenging to build and to get patterns on. Century building, jewelers building, the insurance building. It's all the same sort of. I guess this building is much older than the others, but yeah. So let's see. Is there anything else? There is a bunch more excavation going on over here too. Yeah, look at all this. This is all sanded in. Got plots to build on here. There's a couple of new towers scheduled to go in these areas right here. This waterway and road that goes through the Twin Tower thing run all the way out here, and you can sort of see these waterways and the city growing in this direction. Lots of plots, things that are already level and very close to being build ready sites. I know, I'll think of something else of note as soon as I hang up, but let's see. Is there anything else? Oh, there'll be more beacons and stuff coming. There's going to be some Warden videos coming. So, well, if you watched, thanks for watching.